So yesterday when we brought in a bunch of math books, we found that a lot of people brought in math workbooks or math textbooks. So today we wanted to see that math really is everywhere. So everybody has chosen a book, looked through the book, and come up with a way that this book relates to math or reminds them of something with math. And now we're going to have a chance to share. What did you find out?
I found a lot of shapes in this picture.
What are some of the shapes that you found?
A circle, some squiggly lines, a circle, and a rectangle.
Thank you. Who else found something in their book about math?
Mine was called "What is the weather today?" It shows what she thinks the weather's gonna be today.
Okay. And how is that about math?
Because it's like showing you about weather. Here she thinks it's sunny.
Yes.
And here she thinks it's a little colder.
Okay.
Like fall. Here she thinks it's gonna be fall. Here she thinks it's gonna rain. Here she thinks it's almost gonna be winter. Here it's gonna be winter. She still thinks it's gonna be winter, just it's snowing. And then it's gonna be fall, but windy, not leaves falling so much.
Yes.
And then raining, and then she's gonna think it's still raining until the morning. And here, that was the weather.
Now, you know what? That book reminds me a lot of science because of the weather. But I'm wondering, is there something that we could use to measure what the temperature is like? What would we use to measure that?
Thermometer.
And if we used a thermometer to measure it, how would that be math?
Because there's like a little dot things, and if it goes to red, that means it's very hot. If it goes to blue, it's very cold. If it goes to green, it's like warm.
And along with those dots, what are beside the dots on the thermometer that tell us?
Little lines.
And what else is there that gives us specific information about the weather? What else is there?
And there's numbers.
There is. And those numbers tell us something, especially numbers that are above or below. What's our magic number on a thermometer?
0.
Excellent. Okay, who else has something to share from their book? What did you pick?
I picked 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish, and on the front of the book, it says 1, 2, and red and blue.
Okay.
And in the book, it has different shapes, like circles, triangles, and other sorts of shapes, and it keeps on repeating in most of the book. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
Okay. So what is that when it keeps repeating it? 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. It's like what?
It's like math because 1, like say you said 1 by 1, 1 plus 1 equals 2. It's just like saying 1 plus 1 equals 2, and then if you wanted to say, if there was like alphabet with colors, you could, and red and then blue.
Yeah.
Were beside each other, you could go red, blue.
And you know what? I'm just thinking though, if we were going red, blue, 1, 2, red, blue, 1, 2, red, blue, 1, 2, red, blue. As that repeats itself, what does that sound like to us?
A pattern.
It does sound a little bit like a pattern. Anybody else have something from their book to share? Excellent explaining from yours. What about you?
And look at me. I found different patterns on people's faces.
Oh. And I think a lot of people were looking at some patterns that they saw. What did you find?
In Alley, just a little blue, I found little birds house, and it has lots of shapes on it, like rectangles and circles.
Interesting. So again, we found some stuff with some shapes. What about you?
And what's the math full time? Tells you about time. And it keeps on repeating o'clock when they start to go to school. Tells you when they go to school and when school ends.
Excellent. So it has some time information for us, and time is something we learn about in math.
And there's a circle and there's a rectangle.
Okay. And what did you learn about?
At this page, there's this like tiger sorts of things, and on their back they have like circles, and those are shapes, and it's sort of like a pattern or something.
Okay. Why does it remind you of a pattern?
Like because there's two sorts of shapes, like orange and brown.
Oh, so there's two colors or two shapes? Or both shapes and colors? Okay. Thank you. Anybody else have something to share? What about you?
And the cat in the hat. On the first page, you can see lots of different shapes, like a square, rectangle, circle, and like curvy.
Thank you. And you know what? I would love to have some more sharing. Unfortunately, we're almost out of time here. But raise your hand if you did find shapes, numbers, or patterns in whatever book you actually picked out. Who found a little something about math in every book? So, from now on, when you're reading at home, see if you can find some math hidden inside your books too. And then you'll have to tell us about it at school.